Hello YouTube, today I come at you with a figure review for the NECA Ash figure from the first Alien film. As you know, if you're watching this, I'm a pretty big Alien fan and I really liked the cast of the first movie. All the characters were great, and I would love a Ripley figure, but for the human cast, Ash here is the only one I've been able to find. And he's pretty cool so far. So let's start off with his box and packaging and all that really quickly. So the plastic, I should turn on a light, but nah, not right now. This is the actual plastic tray he came in. Had all of his accessories lined up here on the side and over here. And they were covered, or kept inside, I knocked it down, and kept inside the packaging with this little plastic strip. So not too shabby. And then the actual box itself is this really cool throwback to the Kenner packaging from like the early 80s with like the really old Kenner alien figures. It looks really, really good. I really dig the blue. Here on the box it says, "In space, no one can hear you scream." In a remote region of the galaxy, the United States space tug Nostromo, carrying a cargo of mineral ore, makes its return journey to Earth. The ship's crew, 5 men, 2 women, and a cat, are awakened from their hypersleep chambers when Mother, the onboard computer, monitors a strange transmission according to company law. The crew must investigate any signal indicating possible intelligent life. What begins as a routine search mission quickly escalates into a nightmare of unimaginable terror when the crew discovers and brings aboard an extraterrestrial life form. It's cool. That's really neat. And it shows some other figures, including Ripley, Captain Dallas, and everyone else. A couple of Xenomorph figures, too. And then the side of the box has a shot of him standing there. And I haven't looked at the bottom. Oh yeah, the bottom is just legal stuff, as usual. Sculptor credit, artist credit. I really like the red backing card. That looks fantastic. That's a really nice box. But let's get on to Ash himself. So let's start off with accessories real quick, because he has a decent amount to go through. Did I lose one? Did I lose one? No, it appears I didn't. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, no, it appears I have everything right here. Alright, let's start off with accessories. So, excuse me for the sneeze, by the way. Oh, gosh. So, starting off with accessories. You can see he has a loose gripping hand on right now and a tight gripping hand. But besides those, he includes a right side loose gripping hand. And as far as I can tell, these all have the same back and forth hinge that really doesn't want to move. Okay, I'm not going to force that, but the hinge does go from the palm to the back of the hand. I'm not going to force it because it really doesn't want to move. So I don't want to break it. Then a left tight gripping hand. These all look really good. Really good detailing on the skin and nails and veins. It's nice looking. And then another tight gripping hand for his right side. So those are his hands. Does this one want to go? Oh yeah, a little better. Alright. And then up next, he includes a glass of... It's supposed to be a drink, but I'm not sure. Just a little glass of something. I wonder if that can fit in any of his hands. Oh, it's probably meant for this one. If I had to guess. Nah, I'm not going to mess with that. But he does come with a little cup full of something. Probably milk. I don't know. Then he comes with some medical tools, or surgical tools. This little pair of pliers, or something. It looks neat. I believe this is the device that Ash used to cut the helmet off of the other crewmate to get the face hugger off, or, well, not off, but, you know, I believe this is what he used to cut his helmet open in an attempt to save his crewmate's life. Then he comes with, I want to say this is a bioscanner of some sort, I'm not sure, but they all look really cool. And then the next two accessories are pretty funny. He includes the rolled up magazine that he used to try and kill Ripley with by shoving it down her throat to try and suffocate her. So he has that magazine. And then up next is honestly really cool, is his severed head. Because Ash is an android, he is a robot, and it includes his severed head after the crew fight him off for trying to kill Ripley. And it's detailed incredibly well. It has wires and balls underneath the white blood. The slight smirk in that expression. The eyes and nose are incredible. The brow is done well, and it looks just like the biomechanical fluid from the movie. It's a really impressive little piece. And as far as I can tell, it sits pretty well. Oh yeah, that sits just fine. That looks really silly. But the accessories are cool, honestly. I dig them. They're really nice looking. Now, let's get into Ash himself. As per usual for NECA, the sculpt and paint is fantastic. It's amazing for like a cheap figure. I got him for $18, as you saw in the box. It had a clearance tag on it. But nah, as per usual, NECA absolutely threw it out of the park with the sculpt and paint for this guy. You can't really make out his name tag. It doesn't really say anything to script, but this little lapel up here does. This lapel above his pocket has a very tiny print of the Utani logo, it looks like. It's very small. He even has the symbol on his shoulder. Yeah, just the right arm. And his sneakers, his pants, his belt, he looks really good. Honestly, as per usual, NECA absolutely killed it with the sculpt, paint, everything. He is really good looking. Now, articulation, I've only messed with it a little bit. It's pretty tight, and he's not the most mobile figure, but it's still really cool to have him. Now, let's start at the head. His head can rotate, of course. That's pretty standard. He can look up a little bit, not super far. And looking down, not too bad, honestly. Oh, is there a double ball peg in the neck? Okay, so the neck can move a little bit from the head, separately from the head. Actually, popping that off isn't a good idea to see the joint, but whatever. Nah, the head can move just fine. It seems that the neck... Okay, yeah, the neck does move with the head. I'm pretty sure you can see it. So, like, right there, the neck is very close to his collar, and I move it forward, and it's a bit further away from his collar. So the neck is definitely moving with the head. That's good. The arms, he can get just about horizontal straight out. As far as I can tell, there's no bicep... Oh, okay, there is bicep rotation at the elbow. Wrist rotation, of course. His hands go back and forth. Pretty normal. As far as I can tell, no waist movement or ab movement, but there is a soft sort of like squishiness to the body, as if the clothes are a separate piece over top of an internal body. Like, I don't know if you can see, but the clothes are moving separately from his torso inside. So it's a little strange that there's no real mobility to the body. I'm trying to ab crunch, I'm trying to rock, basically nothing. But his arms are very good, well done, well utilized and functional, of course. And he looks good. The legs, he has a little bit of a thigh rotation, not the most, but honestly that's still pretty good for, given the design of his clothes. They had to take that into account, of course. So the legs can rotate there at the thigh. Single jointed knee goes out that far. Is there a knee rotation? Practically no. The feet don't really rotate as far as I can tell, but they can kick forward just a tiny little bit and back decently well. And obviously the feet can... Oh wow, not even a rock. Okay. I'm not disappointed with this figure. I just didn't expect his articulation to be as limited as it is. But overall, he's pretty cool. I dig him personally. It's just cool to have a figure of Ash. He's probably one of the cooler characters in the first movie. But honestly, I give him maybe an 8 out of 10. At least on aesthetic alone, he looks fantastic. Articulation, I'm going to be generous and give it a 6 out of 10. Not the best thing, but also not too horrible to really write it off either. But he's pretty good. Got him for $18 at Walmart, and I'm pretty happy with him so far. Anyways, peace out, fellas.